some real quick thoughts on the economy. And a lot of people are coming out here saying that we're currently in a recession, the economy is finished, a lot of doom and gloom. Let me explain something to you. This year alone, I've been to a ton of states in America, a ton of cities, all over America. And one thing I can say is that I haven't seen anything dramatically slowing like a recession. Maybe it's because a lot of places I'm going to, it's a lot of people there that have money and they have wealth, and a lot of them are baby boomers that have a lot of money. The restaurants are packed, you know, tourists are out. When I'm right now, I'm on the road right here this morning. Everybody seems to be working, going to work. I'd say that to say this. The economy is not as slow as all you guys are talking about and all your favorite influencers are talking about. Yes, it's slowing down, but it's slowing down just like the U.S. government and the Federal Reserve wanted to slow down, to tamper down inflation. That's where we are, in my opinion. It's not to the point where it's something that they don't want. They want it to be the way it is in order to slow the economy down to get price stability back in line. Of course, we all know price stability went way out of whack because the government printed a lot of money. That's number one. Number two, Americans had a record amount of savings that they typically do not have. The poor people and the middle class people, for the most part. And they were locked up for 2 years. And then they were released from being locked up in the house to having a whole bunch of money. And so it threw off the supply and demand imbalance. It's a very simple equation, which what? Skyrocketed inflation along with the money printing. And so what did they do? They slammed on the brakes by raising interest rates, which makes the cost of borrowing money more expensive in order to stop you guys, you, me, and everyone else from spending so much money. And what they were trying to do was stop you from spending money, allow the supply chains to heal, meaning supply and demand become more aligned and in balance. And they were trying to bring things back down to normal levels like they were pre-2019, if you know what I'm trying to say. You know the word I want to use, but I can't use it. That's what they were trying to do. And they were trying to do it without causing a massive recession or depression. That's what they were trying to do, which is called a soft landing, as you guys have all heard of. And what it looks like now is they're going to be able to achieve it. Now the problem is we got hit with a shot of adrenaline. A lot of us who weren't used to having funds and used to having money and used to having easy jobs to get things of that nature. That's not normal, guys. The job market that was out there was not a normal job market where you can just go and you have 2 or 3 or 4 jobs and all this opportunity. So right now what we're doing is we're grappling with going back to normalcy. That's not a normal thing for us anymore, right? We're trying to grapple with having a higher cost of money. We're grappling with having a lot more money supply in the economy. So that's what we're all grappling with. And right now, the middle class and the lower middle class and the poor are having the hardest time because they get hit the hardest, especially when inflation comes into play. The cost of living is way higher for those individuals. And so right now, we can't afford inflation to go any higher on a year-to-year basis because we need to make things affordable for us middle class folks, people who are poor. The people who are wealthy, upper middle class, who were wealthy before and wealthy now, they already have money. They can go on the extra inflation. The people who can't are the people who are poor and middle class, what are really the working poor is what they call them. They can't afford that. And one other thing I want to say is, when they say inflation's coming down, a lot of people think prices are coming down. That's not necessarily what's going on. They don't want prices necessarily in general to go down. That is called deflation. They don't want deflation. What they want is disinflation. So really what I'm trying to say is they don't want the prices to go down. They want prices to stop rising so fast. That's what they want. Okay? So yeah, I just want to come on real quick, have a little quick video and just say, no, right now we're not in a recession currently. I'm not saying we're not going to be in recession in a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever the case may be. Anything can happen. No one is a good forecaster. But what I am saying is that right now, the economy is still okay. That's what I'm trying to say. People are still out here where I'm at least, and all the places I've been to a lot of places. I've even been to, Appalachian country, over there in West Virginia, in places, that aren't typically don't do well. All I'm saying is that right now, especially in the places in the cities that are normally rock and rolling, they're still rocking and rolling. They're not after, 2022, 2023 levels, but they're still rocking and rolling. People are still going to work. There's still traffic on the road. People are still making money. They're just not making money when that shot of adrenaline was put inside of them. When we had all that stimulus and everybody had all this money to spend. No. But guess what? You guys, trust me, do not want it to be that way. That's not a good thing. That wasn't a good thing when everybody had all this money and they were spending money, and people who usually don't have money have money. That's not a good thing, guys, because what that does again is it causes inflation. That's what it does. That's not what we want. We actually want prices to be more stable, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring stability back. They're not trying to lower prices per se. They're just trying to bring stability back and not have prices rising at a fast rate year to year. So check this out. If you're one of those people right now and you're struggling a little bit, or you're struggling a lot, you still have hope. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Stick to the plan. And the plan for you should be to increase your skill set, go get a trade, go to school, just do whatever you need to do to try to better your skill set. Because it's all about skills and bringing skills and valuable skills to the marketplace. That's what you want to do. You want to focus on living on a budget, getting out of debt the best you can, living below your means, and writing down your goals. A whole bunch of stuff you can do, but bottom line is you can get out your situation. Trust me. There's people that do it all the time. There's people right now in this economy that are getting ahead right now. So you can do it too, all right? Like, comment, subscribe, be healthy, wealthy, wise. Talk to you guys tomorrow.